Hey there, street name enthusiasts. Ever wondered if there's more to your favorite street names than meets the eye? Because I think about street names a lot, like an unnecessary amount. But that's probably why you're here. Let's dive into the hidden meanings behind them. From the bustling avenues of New York City to the quaint lanes of London, every street has a story to tell. Join me as we uncover the fascinating origins of some of the most iconic street names around the world. Okay, let's kick things off with a classic, Broadway. Now, you might associate it with dazzling theaters and show-stopping performances, and you wouldn't be wrong. But did you know that its name is surprisingly literal? Broadway, one of the most famous streets in the world, actually means Broadway or wide street. It was named by the Dutch settlers in the 17th century, way back when New York City was still New Amsterdam. Can you imagine it? Horse-drawn carriages instead of taxis, cobblestone streets instead of asphalt. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Broadway. Next up, we're heading to the financial heart of the world, Wall Street. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's all about stocks, bonds, and those big, important-looking buildings. And while you're not wrong, there's more to this street than meets the eye. Believe it or not, Wall Street got its name from an actual wall. This wasn't just any wall, though. It was built by the Dutch, again back in the 17th century, to protect their settlement from British and Native American attacks. It's amazing to think that this symbol of financial power was once a literal line in the sand, a testament to the struggles and triumphs of those early settlers. Alright, time for a change of scenery. We're hopping across the pond to England, to a street made famous by the Beatles' Penny Lane. It's a charming name, conjuring up images of cobblestone streets, quaint shops, and maybe even a paperboy delivering the news. But the truth, as they say, is often a bit more complicated. Penny Lane was named after James Penny, a wealthy 18th century slave trader. It's a stark reminder that even the most seemingly innocent places can have a dark and troubling past. Now let's head down south to New Orleans, a city known for its vibrant culture, delicious food, and of course, Bourbon Street. When you hear that name, you probably think of jazz music, Mardi Gras beads, and maybe a hurricane or two. But have you ever stopped to wonder how it got its name? Well, wonder no more. Bourbon Street is named after the French royal family, the House of Bourbon. It's a nod to the city's French heritage, a reminder of the time when New Orleans was a French colony. And finally, let's end our journey on a more whimsical note. We're going to a place where the sun is always shining, the birds are always singing, and the residents are always learning Sesame Street. Now, I know this isn't a real street in the traditional sense, but it's a street that holds a special place in the hearts of millions, including mine. But why Sesame Street? What's the story behind this iconic name? Well, the creators wanted a name that evoked a sense of adventure and discovery. They were inspired by the phrase "Open Sesame" from the tale of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Just like that magical phrase opened a hidden cave, Sesame Street was meant to open a world of possibilities for young viewers. So next time you walk down your favorite street, remember, there's always a story behind the name. Some stories are whimsical, some are inspiring, and some are downright heartbreaking. But they all remind us that the places we inhabit are more than just concrete and steel. They're living, breathing testaments to the people who came before us, the events that shaped our world, and the stories that continue to unfold around us every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights. And be sure to tell me in the comments, what's your favorite street name and why?